Hello everyone, welcome back to AeroHub and welcome to the series of lectures in gate concept, and this is second lecture of flight mechanics. And in the previous lecture we discussed about standard atmosphere, atmospheric layers, and also we discussed about variation of temperature, pressure, density for gradient layer as well as for isothermal layer. Okay, now in this lecture we will discuss about types of altitude, and there are six types of altitude, mainly geometric altitude, absolute altitude, geopotential altitude, pressure, density, and temperature altitude. For gate point of view, the last three altitude, that is pressure, temperature, and density altitude, are not so important. So we will focus mainly on first three, that is geometric altitude, which is nothing but the height of the object or aircraft above the sea level. And we have something called absolute altitude, that is nothing but height from the center of the earth. You can see here, this is a diagram, and this is nothing but the sea level. Okay, and this diagram I have taken from the introduction to flight by John D. Anderson. You can refer the same book. And this height, that is the height from the sea level, is called geometric altitude, that is hg, and height from the center of the earth is called absolute altitude, that is ha. And ha is equal to hg plus the radius of the earth. R is nothing but the radius of the earth. Okay, and one of the important thing you have to understand, the value of gravity, that is the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is varying in the case of geometric altitude. The value of g varies in geometric altitude. So it is very difficult to estimate the altitude that we are operating for aircraft design point of view. So we define a new altitude called geopotential altitude, that is h. Okay, this is nothing but an altitude in which the value of gravity, that is assumed to be constant. Okay, so we have one altitude at which the value of gravity is constant, that is called geopotential altitude. Okay, in the case of geometric altitude we have variation of g, but in the case of geopotential altitude, the value of gravity, that is g naught, it will be denoted as g naught. Okay, it will be a constant. Okay, and this is nothing but absolute altitude, that is hd plus r. And this relation, that is the relation between geopotential altitude and geometric altitude, and this is derived from hydrostatic equation. And I have already discussed about this particular types of altitude in an extensive lecture in flight mechanics, and link I'll be providing in the description box. Okay, so you can check out that. I am not going to derive this equation here. You can directly write the equation. H is equal to r plus r divided by r plus hd, where r is the radius of the earth, hg is nothing but the geometric altitude, r by r plus hg into hg. Okay, this is the final equation to find out the value of geopotential altitude. Okay, now we have a relation g is nothing but the gravity at the particular altitude. G is equal to g naught into 1 minus 2h by r. This r is nothing but the radius of the earth. Okay, r is the value of radius of the earth, same thing. Okay, don't confuse with capital R and small letter r. This r is nothing but the radius of the earth. Okay, g is equal to g naught. G naught is the, we have a constant value, and h we have taken from the previous equation, equation number 2. Okay, and we have the value of radius of the earth. Okay, so g is equal to g naught into 1 minus 2h by r. This is the equation to find out the gravity at a particular altitude. Okay, these three equations are very important. We can take a screenshot of these particular equations. Okay, And now we will discuss about a previous GATE problem that was asked in GATE 2008. Okay, this question was asked in GATE 2008. Which of the following statement is true as the altitude increases in stratosphere of international standard atmosphere? Okay, we have the options here. Option A, temperature increases and dynamic viscosity decreases. Option B, temperature remain constant and pressure increases. Option C, temperature decreases and sound speed decreases. And option D, temperature remain constant and density decreases. Okay, so we have the stratosphere. Okay, in stratosphere you have to understand the temperature is not constant, so option B and option D is not correct, and the temperature is decreasing in the case of troposphere. Okay, and in the case of stratosphere the temperature is increasing. So our correct answer is option A, temperature increases and dynamic viscosity decreases. Okay, so that's all about this lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss about airspeed. Thank you for listening. Take care.